All right, second try with the microphone turned on this time. Oh, it's very bright behind me. All right, it's gonna have to be what it's gonna be. It is Thursday evening. We are leaving tomorrow. Hopefully. I have 3 things that need to get done. The Dutchmen guidelines have to be replaced. I have to get the name off the boat, which includes scraping the transom and applying the new vinyl. And I found out that this compass is not working. It's like 6 something already. I'm gonna lose the sun soon, so I'm gonna apologize. The filming is going to be very low grade. I've got to get stuck into it. Also, I can't pause Susan and Matt, who are crewing with me to help get the boat home. You're gonna see them coming and going. You'll hear them in the background. I'll give a proper introduction later. Tonight it's just rip through the final tasks. So let's try to figure out what the hell it takes to get this compass off the Binnacle. Oh, that is how I access the light. Neat. The light hasn't worked in an age. Hopefully I still have lights, or 12 volts at the Binnacle here. Whoa, that is old tape. That looks like some sort of gasket. I bought a 4-inch because that's what was at the chandlery. I hope that's the right size. Nope, this is too big. This is bigger. Yeah, there's no way this is gonna fit. This doesn't fit. I'll finish taking it apart and see if I can service it. Well then, I didn't know that's how that worked. How the hell do you fill that? Was I supposed to take this off instead? That's oil, that's not water. Well, this is off to a great start now, isn't it? I don't know what's the point of putting that back. I don't know what this oil is, but it's everywhere now. It's gonna spill a lot more. Why am I even trying to clean this?
It was actually kind of, it was on the right bearing. Why don't you just do that? Just lift it up like that.
How many of you were watching me pull that apart going, yep, that's gonna happen?
Zip it, sticky tape it in.
Yeah, like literally duct tape it in place or something. And I mean, everything else on this boat is jerry-rigged to fuck, so why not, right? Multimeter, where's the, there it is. This is gonna be the boat that duct tape built. Thank you, sir.
They've made boats out of duct tape, it works.
I'll put it in, if I have to make jerry-rigged wood or whatever, we have to have a compass. There's just no 2 ways about that.
If we're jury-rigging a scrap of wood, do we actually want that metal housing on top of the Binnacle?
Yes, because that's where I'm going to mount it. Otherwise, it sits right on top of the gearing.
Oh, okay.
Should be all right. I've never had a problem that I couldn't work past.
Yep.
I may have cussed a whole lot and maybe gotten a little depressed, but I always got it in the end.
The water meant to be carbonated that much?
That's just air in it. It's aerated. Give it a second and it's going to...
I get a thing like this. I've never seen
Here, show the camera. Also, this is Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Fuck, I can't see anything. There we go. Focus on that. There we go. Most of the bubbles are gone now.
Yeah, it was just like...
We'll have to do a take 2 later. Also, might as well say hi to Susan.
Hello.
We'll do proper introductions when time isn't quite so pressing. All right. First things first, do I even have 12 volts? Oh look, more not tinned copper. I am not even surprised anymore on this boat. Okay, that might be positive, so I don't want that to short against anything. Okay, Matt. Can I get you to work some breakers for me?
Which one?
I don't know, so we're gonna do one at a time. Next.
Deck light?
Try. Off.
Tricolor?
Try it. No.
So you got no power to there.
I don't have power to the Binnacle, no. This here works, technically, but it's from like 2007. So maybe I can steal 12 volts from here. All right, I have to go into the lazarette. Yeah, so I think I've got the other end here. Can you lift it up at all?
No, she's fixed.
Yeah, that's definitely the right wire.
Is this one we can do after dark? Because we need to get you up the mast if you're going.
All right, let's go. I was saying to Matt, it's looking less and less likely like we're getting out in the morning, or we're probably gonna need most of tomorrow to finish up.
We'll go when we go.
Okay, that's the old Dutchman line?
The old Dutchman line, it's trash.
Okay.
We need to clean the cockpit, clear the cockpit up before you go aloft.
Why is that?
Because we need to be in that spot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we'll probably get, if you're going to the Dutchman, you're probably ending up getting lowered into the cockpit.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Transmission fluid, in case it comes up on the trip, I'm putting on this ledge in here.
The tranny sounded fine today, but it's good to have it.
It's the fact that it was leaking really badly and I didn't do anything to fix it. It just stopped leaking. Any problem that fixes itself, I do not trust to stay fixed. So good morning. I didn't get a lot done last night. After trying to fix the compass, I realized there was no 12 volts at the Binnacle, and we decided, look, the sun's going down, let's get the Dutchman, which Matt got some iPhone footage. I'll put that in here. I have to catch the topping lift and work my way down. Yeah, take me to the top so I can at least get a look of it. Am I nervous? Nope. Why? Because I'm scared shitless, actually. All right, do you want to take up the slack a little bit on the two halyards?
Here's slack. Okay, so here's how this is going to work, Matt. I need you, so you're going to have to stop filming.
Thank you, sir.
Say when. Oh yeah. Cheers.
So what I was doing is they helped me get up the pole, and I was able to grab the topping lift, which has a couple of clips, and from those clips you have what's called Dutchman lines that come down and they weave through the mainsail. We realized we had to fix that because when we were out yesterday and we tried doing a test reef, the bottom of the sail, because there was nothing to keep it nicely folded, flaked on the boom, it could catch wind and fill out and it would mess things up. So we had to fix that. So got up on the mast, got that fixed, miraculously somehow didn't drop anything while I was up there. And today, Susan and Matt are going to weave it through the mainsail and connect it to the boom. While they're doing that, I'm going to go back into the lazarette and see if I can get 12 volt going up. I was hoping to just pull the GPS out and use that to run the 12 volt, but something has jammed the wire in there. I'm hoping I can find the 12 volt that's at the compass down below in the lazarette and see if I can figure out why there's no voltage there and fix it. I can't run new wires through there because I'll show when I'm back there. You can see the chain that goes over the gear when you're turning the wheel. I don't want to run any wires up there because if they foul with that chain, I'm going to A, ruin the wiring, and B, short against the hull. So if I can't fix that 12 volt, I'm going to have to figure out how to get the GPS, or the old Garmin GPS, out and run a wire down that, and I'll pick up 12 volts somewhere down in the lazarette. With that done, we have a few other miscellaneous jobs. We got to get the diesel cans lashed to the deck, and I still have to get the name scraped off, get all of the other Evergreen names off, and then do the renaming ceremony. The key takeaway from all of this is, as I film this, it's Friday morning. This is when we were supposed to be departing. We're pushing back one day. So the current plan now is to leave tomorrow morning and just have today to finish up these jobs, and then we can take the afternoon, decompress, pack the boat up, get everything nicely sorted, get a good night's sleep, and we have high tide at 12. So if we leave around 8 or 9, we'll be able to leave as the tide's coming in. So with that, I'm going to go climb into the lazarette, and whenever I can, I'll try to get some footage of what Matt and Susan are doing. So these are the wires going to the Binnacle. I was really hoping not to have to cut these, but I don't see a way around it, especially because I don't know what's going on right here. Do these wires go off that way? Yes, these are going over to the quarter berth. Okay, so those wires are not spliced. That's a good sign. Okay, so before I worry about where that goes, the other option is to figure out why these wires won't move out of the binnacle, or out of this stanchion, I don't know what you call it. It's absolutely stuck. So this wire here goes to right here. And I was hoping I could have just lifted it out, but I can't. So it looks like I'd have to knock those nuts off on both sides, and then I could lift this up and see what's going on. The problem is it's hooked to the main binnacle, and I don't want to start so much destructive work at this stage. This screw wouldn't be locking it in, would it? That is some funky corrosion right there. Like, the only places they could have really sealed it or fixed it would be if they like tied a knot or something. That would stop me from pulling it down, but it wouldn't stop me from pulling it up. Alright, is it moving now? So I can't move it up or down. You know what? I wonder if it's pinched, if this hole isn't lined up properly with that stanchion. Maybe I will back these off. I don't want to pull it apart, she said, right before pulling it apart. So in theory, this should now lift. Well, it's probably sicking down or something. It's glued in somehow. Feels like butyl tape, actually. All right, now that that's loose, do I have any movement on the cord?
It's not going to catch anything.
The fuck is stopping this thing? So this here is, of course, rusted to hell, and it's the one that looks like I have to get off. So I'll let that soak for a bit. Oh! I wonder if I have 12 volts already and I just need the key on. No, that wouldn't make sense because you can run you want the compass when you're sailing and there's no engine there.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's for syncing the audio.
Let's try not sinking on this voyage.
Yes, SYNC. So you can see what they're doing there. There's the Dutchman lines. So you need a fair bit of slack on that so they can stretch out, eh?
It depends on how much twist you have in your main. How tight to set these is going to be a good guess. See what the leech is doing?
Yeah.
You need to be able to allow that without breaking your lines, but you also need to have enough tension
that they actually flake.
That they actually flake when you lower the sail.
So yeah, to get those, I don't know if you can see them, I'll try to highlight them on the video, but those black buckles, see that one, the lower one closer. When I was up on the mast, they dropped the boom, and when the boom dropped, they were able to take the tension off the topping lift. Topping lift is what lifts the boom up. With that, I was able to pull the topping lift closer to the boom and take those 4 bolts and nuts off, put the new line in, which looks like just really oversized fishing line, and then put it back together, and magically I didn't drop anything. You can see how they're fished through, or weaved through, I guess is a better term, the mainsail. Woven. So when this sail comes down, it flakes over a certain amount and then it naturally falls over the other way, and it just makes it fold nicely when you drop it. It's important for this trip because if you see that eye right there and the eye up there are the reef points. We've set it so that if we reef, we're going straight to the second reef. When we reef, that eyelet comes all the way down to the boom. So all the sail from that hook to there and down has to sit on the boom. Without these Dutchman lines in place, obviously if you're flaking, it's because it's windy. If the wind caught that sail, it would fill it out and blow it off to one side or the other. That's why we had to fix this before we took this trip home. So with them doing that, I'm going back to figuring out how to get 12 volt at the binnacle. Now, take this hatch door off without completely tearing apart the bed, grab this, fold it up, and then I can lift that out. Now, really, I need to open this. Shite, I need a screwdriver. I have to say, this is the first time I've ever had other people, like, well, I guess, volunteers? Crew? I don't know what it is, how you'd say it. Oh, Joe's been helping me now and then, but it's the first time I've been able to say to somebody, here, take this job, please, and they go do it. It's really, really nice. I very much appreciate their help. I will say, though, that as much as I trusted them, going up the bosun's chair up the sail for the first time, I'm not the best with heights. Being 4 or 5 stories up in the air on a pole that's going woo, that was a bit much for my poor heart. Got her done, mind you, but that was a little bit stressful. So which are the Binnacle wires? Are they in this bundle? Ah, they're in this bundle. I have no idea where this is going. They're in those ones that go all the way aft. All right, I think I have to go into the cockpit. I don't want to find... Oh, I have propane tanks in here. There's hoses going into this. I don't know if I can flip this out of the way. I don't know if I can get back here. No, this is fixed to the ground. There goes the camera.
Cord that's sitting on top of the green.
Okay, why is this still stuck down? Age, that's why. I need to cut that. This is also where I'm hoping to put the emergency diesel generator. Don't imagine this hatch has been accessed in a very, very, very long time. Alright. You know what? I'm not so convinced these are the wires going to the Binnacle. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on, where this cable is going, and I'll bring you back when I have an idea what's going on. So, the Binnacle wire, I was trying to follow it. I went into the lazarette, it came down here and went to port. So I went into the quarter berth and I thought it was connected to the wires that came back here, but I was wrong. I don't have my blowers working either. Actually, where's my key? Maybe it does. The blowers work! That's gonna help keep the, oh, I had the camera pointing down. I turned on the fan, you probably heard it, and I put my hand here and I could feel the air blowing out. So that's gonna do a lot to help keep the engine temperatures down. They're already really low. I've run for 5 hours now on the engine and it didn't get too hot in there. This is gonna make it even better. Let's get this cover back on. Actually, before I do that, I found the blower vents. I was gonna call them dorades, but they aren't really. They had some like nasty orange crap on them, but it washed off. I don't think these screw in, I think they just press in. This might be a one-way trip for these old things. Are they in all the way? Nope. Are they in well enough to vent? Oh, only this blower's working. This blower's dead. But that's fine. One blower is better than no blower. Oh, there's an actual compass light. Oh, for like a switch. I never flipped that switch. I might be the world's biggest idiot. Susan's being a smartass. No, Susan was just like, yeah, things work better when you turn them on. It's, you know, first part of engineering. Still, I have to put this cover back. The nice thing about this is I had originally wanted to put the emergency generator right here, but it's going to stick out too much. And I thought I might be able to take this and push it back, but there's a vertical bulkhead here that I can't really muck with. So what I might do instead is, because all the hoses and stuff back here for the engine are going to go away obviously, so I might be able to cut this out and make a hatch for tool storage back here, or some other type of storage. The point is there's a lot of space back here that is up for grabs. And I thought I was leaving today. How foolish.
So where's the switch?
Right down there. Right on the far left it says compass. The one upside is I had one screw fall and I couldn't find where it went. And it actually went under here, and I would never have been able to get to it if I hadn't pulled this off. So, that was nice. I say to console myself for doing a whole lot of work I probably didn't have to do.
That's fine, man.
Yeah, I was already tired. I pulled it.
Woo, big spider. Hey, spider, bro. Come here. I don't want you to die. Here, climb on this, buddy, and then I'll put you outside. Come on, buddy. I don't want to hurt you. All right. Hopefully he lives to eat bugs another day. Spiders are bros. Oh, there's straps back here. Neat.
Fire both of these.
Okay, can you see that? I have no idea if you can see that. 12 volts. I had power the whole time.
How many hours was that?
Okay, well, now I can start wiring up the new compass. So now the next problem I have is, let me go get the compass and I'll show you. So this I think was like a 5-inch or 6-inch or something, I don't know. I said earlier that, we're working, so things are going to be the way they're going to be.
Is that enough?
I don't know what the 2 wires are for. I'm assuming for 2 different lights. So what I need to do is create some sort of a mount here that I can just, I may just duct tape it, honestly. I may just, honest to God, duct tape this. What I'd like to do is cut a piece of wood that's like a new moon shape. I don't think I can do that quickly enough.
Our last big job of the day.
Oh, that just flips up so I can get at the screws, I see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna duct tape this in. I'll apologize ahead of time for all the purists who are gonna be really mad at me for doing this, but, well, it's a bodge boat. Let's just call it that. Mermaid's Rest is a bodge boat.
You might have to.
You can tell, like, it's staggering to me how much duct tape is getting us home. Maybe I'll name my tender duct tape.
About a foot.
Last roll of duct tape was this big. The entire roll is somewhere on this boat. The main thing with this tape isn't to hold this in place, though of course that's important. It's to keep water from running down into the gearing of the wheel. Now after I get home, I'm already planning to do a complete gut of the whole binnacle and the steering gear and everything, but I don't want to do that just yet. There, the compass is installed with copious amounts of duct tape. Okay. Polarity, backwards. All right, so the black is ground, the white-green is positive. Okay, so one of the concerns I have is I don't want to cut these short because I don't know how this is going to be done eventually. So I think what I might do is, well, you know what, I can always lengthen them. Right down there is the chain drive. So I may just tape it off to the side like this and keep it all external and just tape over it. It'll be ugly, but I'll have no concerns about it fouling with the chain drive. All right, let's see if the compass switch works. It's bright out, so I don't know. Did that turn on? Or did I get the polarity backwards? Why is this? Oh, son of a... why can't anything work simple? 12 volts.
Unless it's so dim you can't see it.
That's what I'm wondering. So I'm going to leave this until this evening. I'll redo that better later. I just don't want to leave the metal or the wire exposed. So Susan and Matt are going to tag team putting some heat on these letters and then carefully scraping them off. We've got a bag down there to hopefully catch most of it, but we'll try to catch things as they come off. There she goes.
Oh, is it coming?
It's coming. Oh yeah, it's peeling.
Want to zap it again?
No.
So the problem is when you zap it, it starts to break easy. When it's cool, he can pull harder on it.
Right. There you go. Oh, got it.
Having that on a string was brilliant. All right.
So, you wanted to rename your boat the Evergreen, right?
The Evergreen.
Why didn't you just do that? We just remove one letter, we'd be done.
All right, so
I need that in.
these two are going to keep at it. I've got to go start charging things back up because almost all my batteries are dead. First letter, the rest will be the same. The jerry cans are lashed up. We got the other one over there. We got the forward door raids up. See how nicely the mainsail has flaked now that the Dutchmen are back in. The old named covers are gone. And see how the Dutchmen feed through the lines. Now they go up to the topping lift. And the last sunset for Evergreen, where she's lived for probably her whole life, 20 plus years. Got a new throwable, and her old name has been removed from her transom. Tomorrow we'll put her name Mermaid Rest on. We'll ask Triton to strike the old name from his register and give his blessings to Mermaid's Rest. After decades of being in this slip on the Chesapeake, she set sail for Canada. Matt and Susan have gone for some of the local seafood. I don't eat seafood, so I decided to just enjoy the last sunset here where I've been preparing her for 13 months. We were supposed to be underway already, but after 13 months, one extra day doesn't really make much of a difference now, does it? Y'all, it's happening. It's happening. I wish I was more up to date on the videos so that I could be sharing this with you guys in as close to real time. But whenever you're finally watching this, know that thank you for being along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. I knew I was going to do this. I figured I was going to be doing it alone. I'm very happy to be wrong. All right, enough of that sentimental bullshit. It's a big day tomorrow and I've got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Do you want to bring it down?
Yeah, bring her down.
Holy shit.
What?
That was a bit of
Oh, just dropped it?
Nah, just a little bit of pressure there.
Well, you really had her tightened up.
Yeah.
There's a good name for the boat.
What?
For a boat. Duct tape.
Duct tape, yeah. Maybe I'll name my tender duct tape.
This will go a lot neater if you pull down the leash.
Well, the Dutchman's doing their job, though. It's not falling over.